Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks.
Wait, you sent Silas to look at... You sent him to look after my stuff?
Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
Okay, stop fighting and start playing.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance.
Kind of an empty threat there, Aloy.
Understood.
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Convenient.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base.
Welp.
But she can.
Oh, hey.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
I was gonna say, Tilda might not survive this scene.
Enough, both of you. We're in this together. At least for now.
This is just fucking ridiculous.
Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
I cannot take Tilda seriously. I know, like, the finale of the game hinges on me taking Tilda serious. I can't take Tilda seriously.
Oh, no. You first.
Okay. Well, that's just great.
Get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Also, it occurs to me that we never actually got Katalo his arm back. We just kind of put him on the right path. We should probably check in with him about that. Katalo, do you have 2 arms now? Kind of forgot where we left off with you. Can we get you, like, fully armed and ready to go for the final battle? Get it? Fully armed?
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the 10 and paralyze Regala's army with lightning.
Yeah, that was me.
I would say that I am inspired.
Excellent.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
Sportsman has a point. I did go out on a limb for that joke. Well, you know. If it costs Katalo a leg, it will be very expensive. Let's see here. Do I have 2 more? Do we have 2 more? No. Can somebody give me a hand coming up with another joke? All right. Listen, I apologize if I have offended anyone. I didn't mean any harm by it.
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Okay.
Buddy,
How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk?
Oh, okay.
Right by the river bends.
That kind of test.
Sure, if you want, but
Good.
I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Wait a second. Is this a
I'll let
melee
you know
pit?
when I get close.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Okay. Is this a melee pit, buddy?
I have to go. But I'll be briefing everyone on the plan soon.
Understood.
Like I
Okay.
said, I'll call you when I'm close to Regalla's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the 10 guide your way.
Now, the fast travel will do that, but is this a melee pit? I don't want to do a melee pit. They seemed boring. I didn't do any of them. And I bet if I have to fight you in one, it's like the hard one. You know, I bet if you haven't done Katalo's loyalty mission, he dies on the assault at the collector base. So, it's important to do all the loyalty missions. Yeah, bright. It's so bright. The light, it burns. Alright, campfire. You're right here, aren't you?
Hey, Kotalo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly.
So, still kind of.
Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet.
Of course not.
Follow me, please.
Okay, either we're gonna fight or he found another Tremor Tusk.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark.
Man has a point.
Consider this my revenge.
Man has a point.
Fair enough.
This kind of snarky, jokey subterfuge is out of character for Katalo, but hey, you know.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
That's what I was afraid you wanted to do.
All right, talk to me, Katalo.
I wish to test the arm on that.
Is this a climbing challenge or
He's menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
Okay.
I'm honored to help.
It's a Ravager. Gaia couldn't make flesh? Gaia's whole thing is make... Gaia couldn't even make you... Do we
After
have
you.
no fabrication? We can't make we can't make you a ring finger, buddy?
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Hold on.
Frost will make it brittle.
We can't even make you a ring finger? Alright, fine. What are you weak to? Ice. Good. And if I hit that with water, it's a chain reaction. Cool. Alright, well. Let's sneak up on you, sneak up on you, sneak up on you, and stab you with a spear, and then see what happens.
Fight like a thunderjaw!
Oh, hi! Oh, I should probably take you seriously, maybe?
I'm not letting this one
It's
go!
necessary.
We'll have to finish them!
Oh, hi! Oh, you're Pouncy, ain't ya?
Here's some ammo!
You are not here to make friends. Got it. Okay.
Let's fight.
All right. Listen, friendo. Oh, you don't like it when I hit your big glowing thing up top, do you? That is understandable. If I had a big glowing thing on my top, I wouldn't want it to be hit with an arrow. Frankly, I don't want anything about me to be hit with arrows. I'm, you know, unique and special like that, I suppose. Hello. Good lord. Hi there. Katalo, did you just call me Outlander? Seriously?
Try its weapon!
Ow. Okay, Katalo, how does me mostly killing a Scorcher prove that your arm is useful? Like, have you just accepted the life of the sidekick? I guess that sort of makes sense because you were always Hikaru's Robin, but seriously. Die. 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 Hello. Oh, nope. Alright, I said die. I said die. Great. Okay, I killed a Scorcher. How does that help you?
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels wrong. Like a disguise.
But useful.
I'll use the new arm when I need it.
Okay.
But the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
Okay.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The 10 be with you, Aloy.
Okay. So... now we don't have to make a new Katalo model for all of the cutscenes that Katalo could be in, whether or not you do Katalo's loyalty mission. Because Katalo will look the same, and the player will just rationalize that as being, well, he didn't have his arm there for some reason. It's good thinking, game. Save yourself the trouble of making 2 characters. That's smart. Oh, it's a survey drone.
Watch on the biosphere. I should grab its data. But how am I going to get it down?
Interesting. Okay, so. Generous valuables cache. Hey, you!
Got it!
Ha! That could have gone terribly, but it didn't. Dangle, dangle, dangle. And
Now to
land.
get the data from the drone.
Great. All right, do we have a plan? Seems like we should have a plan. And also tell the player the
Okay.
plan, please.
Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that?
All right. Gather companions is probably the start the end game button, but in case it's not, let's hook up this survey drone module.
Okay. Data module's in.
Great. Good job. We're 70% of the way done with that, and never, ever, ever, ever getting to 80. Most likely.
All right, people. I need you up in the control room right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance.
Awesome.
Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Thanks, Aaron.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
If only we had Regala
I've
on
got
our
that under
side.
control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
So that's the Let's Mosey
Okay.
point. Got it.
I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute?
Okay.
Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it.
Okay, so this is
You'll have to bring
Caden and
explosives.
Ashley. Got it.
This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
I promise I'll stop with the Mass Effect comps, but that has a very strong Caden and Ashley feel to it. So, order of operations here. We got fucked over, lost Beta and Gaia to the Zeniths, went and did all the shit we need to do for Katalo's arm. Gaia helped Katalo make an arm, tested out Katalo's arm. Like, that is the order in which we did those quests. So, how did Gaia help Katalo build his arm if Gaia was held by the Zeniths? Maybe we shouldn't think about it. Maybe she left a to-do list. Maybe she left instructions. You know how in like cartoons or sitcoms where there's the super hot wife and the browbeaten schlubby husband, whenever the super hot wife has to go out of town on a business trip, she leaves like step-by-step instructions for how to make pot roast or something for the schlubby husband. Maybe Gaia left step-by-step instructions, you know, in case I'm ever kidnapped by the Zeniths, here's how you make an arm. Just okay. That makes sense to me. She left hot dogs thawing in the sink for Katalo's arm. Aaron, the plot said I should talk to you before the endgame, so do you have anything to talk about?
Aloy, aren't we meeting at the beach near the Zenith base?
We are. I just wanted to check in on everyone first. We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars.
From 1,000 years
I
ago.
can hear the drinking songs already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, earlier you mentioned something about Tenakth rebels and the Oseram, but we never really talked about it. I'm just saying, if you want to discuss it, you let me know.
Oh, you have a loyalty mission we never did. Huh. Thank you for telling me that, game.
I found out who's running the Sons of Prometheus. A woman named Sarah.
Oh, no. Remember how Durval had a band of freebooters that retaliated against the Karja?
No, but go on.
She was one of them.
Oh.
First female tinker in the claim to run her own forge.
Mm-hmm.
But when her family got killed in the Red Raids, she went bad. Real bad.
Right.
I thought she was dead, though. Taken out by one of Murad's guys.
Turns out not.
Well, she's not. And she wants revenge against the Karja.
And also
we
me.
have to find out where she's operating from and stop her.
I haven't had any luck finding someone with a focus at chain scrapes, so I'll be scouting out Barren Light next.
I'll keep tracking her lackeys out west.
Okay.
We'll find her. We have to. It's thugs like her who murdered my sister.
Right. Okay. Cool. How do we advance your loyalty mission again?
You should know. Silence is involved with the Sons of Prometheus. He's the one who gave them the override tech to begin with.
Why doesn't that surprise me? That's probably all part of some master plan, huh?
At least we know we're good at wrecking those.
That's true.
Damn straight.
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point. With my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Aloy, we're ready to meet you at the rendezvous point whenever you call.
Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Nothing you do ever is. At least, now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks.
Okay, so we had one whole conversation with you. Good job. These are all generic lines. I don't care about these, and these are quests that we've already done, so good work.
I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
Okay.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Hikaru has ever known.
Uh-oh.
If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
For the both of us.
So,
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
let's just try to all come back home. Okay?
Aloy, say you're gonna do the thing. Have you never seen Glory? Listen. Matthew Broderick, when Matthew Broderick asked if this man should fall, who will take the flag, Denzel Washington did not say, "Oh, gee, boss, shouldn't we try to make it all back safe?" No! He waited for 4 mooks to volunteer for flag duty, but then, as it built to a dramatic crescendo, he volunteered for flag duty! So you, Aloy, need to volunteer for flag duty! And by volunteer for flag duty, I mean tell Zoe that you'll bury her seed pouch in case she dies. And forget that at the end of Glory, everybody dies. Because it's about a battle where everybody died. We're moving past that part.
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, and I wanted to give you this for helping me get the data on Leviathan. I didn't really know what to give you, so I asked Zoe what you might like.
Thanks.
Quest
Alpha.
rewards presented just
I'll
out of camera
put it to
view.
good use. I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point. May truth lead us to victory.
Sure.
Did you need something?
Plot says I have to talk to everybody. You were part of everybody.
Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
I didn't do anything.
Not a
She saw me
chance.
out.
I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
All right, silence. You are an actually interesting NPC, and thus I will go through your dialogue chain. The second you stop being interesting, the second I'm leaving.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
My question was, am I
So
right?
all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary.
Hey, you're right about that.
I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Actually, he probably
Based on
wanted them to
everything
kill
I knew
you.
about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah.
Who we haven't run into yet because Aaron's quest hasn't taken us to her, because we were probably supposed to talk to Aaron over the course of the game, but I didn't because Aaron is boring. Okay.
How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regala, and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army, and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
Aloy, you talk like a woman who has defeated a Sarah when in fact you have not even met her. Oh well.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Okay.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
He wouldn't have sent his
Before
people to
Regala's
die that
rebellion,
easily.
Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes.
Yes, exceedingly so.
There you go.
All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
And then I beat her. And then I made her join me. And she's around here somewhere. Presumably. I think she was in that last cutscene. She didn't really do much.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it?
Create a
They
bureaucracy.
shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Listen, the fact that we didn't even get to see the terrible monster Ted Pharaoh turned himself into, let alone actual punch, literal actual Ted Pharaoh in his literal actual face. This game has a lot of failings, and that is maybe chief among them.
All right, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling. You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
So this is Silence telling Aloy that she can't trust... What's her name? Tilda. This is Silence telling Aloy that she can't trust Tilda. After Aloy has already told Katalo and Alva that Silence was right when he told her that she can't trust Tilda.
So, how are we feeling about the mission?
I do not know everything that you have planned, but it doesn't matter. All that remains is to follow you to the end, whatever that will be.
Thank you, Katalo. I'm glad all this brought us together.
You brought us together, and I am grateful too. Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremortusk site and test my new arm before we leave on our mission.
We did that.
I'll let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
We did that! We did that! What the fuck, game?
I'll see you soon then.
It will be my honor.
Okay, listen. Taking a big swing with the story and absolutely whiffing on it? Fine. It happens. You took a big swing. You gotta take big swings. It's a sequel. You take big swings. I understand that. Pouring every mechanic you can think of into the game and hoping some of them turn out great and make up for the ones that turn out bad, boring, or sucky. I understand that. It's a sequel. You gotta do what you gotta do in a sequel. Not having the basic, like, we've done this quest, so let's not trigger the request to do this other quest. That's like basic shit. That's like, we've done your arm. We've gone and tested your arm. You don't have to ask me to test your arm. Like, I feel like this is an if-then. If quest test Katalo's arm is complete, then delete request to test Katalo's arm. I don't know. I don't program video games for a living. This is all very difficult. I could not have made this game. The people who made this game, by and large, are better at their jobs than I am at my job of making video games. But also, what the fuck?
There you are.
Hi, Tilda. Silence says I can't trust you. I knew Silence would say I couldn't trust you before Silence told me that I can't trust you because I'm psychic, apparently. Can I trust you?
Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth.
Did you catch on that friends is a
It was
metaphor?
more than that, wasn't it?
You caught on!
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream, it's what,
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
A
Maybe
threequel.
we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
Okay, so are you the big bad of the threequel? Because, man, you are giving off major big bad of the threequel vibes right now.
Back again, are you? This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. And as for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
That's
Call
true.
it what it is. A cage.
That too.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
Okay. Looks like an awful pokey thing for you to be polishing like that, but, why'd you rebel?
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels.
I'm sure she's aware
I'd
of
at least
that.
like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dork, Jiroka, Makalo, and the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust.
Oh.
But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tanakh.
By not wanting that, right.
How did Hikaru betray you?
By not wanting
called on the
that.
clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them, and they fled as children before a pack of claw striders all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hikaru ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics than mine, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tanakh.
Why are we litigating this,
It
Aloy?
was an insult. No outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks.
Glad I didn't come into this cutscene wearing Tanakh armor.
And then Akarja messenger was brought before us? That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the Sundom.
This is far from the only scene to do this, and I don't want to pick on this one, but in this scene, it is particularly notable that for no particular reason, after she's done making her point, Regala has to come back, has to sit down, and has to start polishing her weapon because the game only has so many places for her to start conversations, and this is the conversation hub. Damn it. Tell us about this Karja messenger, Regala.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly, the Karja wanted to talk peace, an embassy at the very fortress we tore down. A true Tanakh would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled, but Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned.
And you lost.
The day you got in my way.
Yeah, you picked a bad day. If you had picked another day, you might have won, but you picked a bad day.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Oseram Asera and their sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed her.
Hey, guess what?
But she spoke with the same burning hatred for the Karja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
It's fun. It's good.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Hikaru and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories. But because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
So why are you on my side again?
Because of me, hundreds of Tanakh won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win.
Wait, why did you want to be on my side again?
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hikaru, failed to eliminate you. No Tanakh would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls.
It's fair.
All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
Okay then. Great. Super glad you're on side, Regala. Trust you. Actually, I trust you more than at least two of our allies. So this is a great team I've put together here. Just a fucking fantastic team.
All right. I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the 10.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
So this campfire down here, next to one of the last patches of total fog on the map, this right here is where we're going. Let's go do the finale, y'all.